Rabbi walks into a bar. Rabbi, tell me, where have you been this morning?
Where I go every morning to pray at the Western Wall. Every day for 40 years, I pray that there should be peace between the Jews and the Arabs. After 40 years of these prayers, how do you feel? I feel like I'm talking to a wall.
All right, we just saw a performance by the very talented Aaron Davidman, whose one-man show has become a film, and now he's in Israel to showcase it here. Hello and welcome to the show, straight from Berkeley, California.
Nice
How
to be
cool
here.
is that to grow up in Northern California? I'm from Southern California, so you have NoCal and I'm SoCal,
That's right? That's right, yeah.
So tell us kind of the inspiration. You're American. I mean, did you grow up in a home that really, your family was very, involved in, the founding of Israel and all the different characters in the conflict?
I mean, gosh, that's a whole other film that I have to make. But
no pressure.
I know. But suffice it to say that it was really my own journey of self-discovery as an American Jew coming to Israel for the first time when I was 25 that inspired the very nascent origins of this project, which came to fruition many years later. But that initial trip here was very formative for me, and I spent about 6 months.
And it changed you as a person. It's just one of those things. Same with me, It's just one of those things.
Yeah, and that narrative is actually in the film. There's a piece of that original narrative which is in the film.
How fantastic. So, okay, so this started as a one-man show where you play how many characters? 17? How do you do it?
Well, I mean, in some ways, it's an actor's dream, of course, to inhabit all these different characters, to climb into different shoes that are so different from our very own, take on perspectives that are different from us. So on that level, it's just the craft, right? I play these different characters, play these different perspectives. Some are Israeli, some are Palestinian, some are American, some are British.
And is it kind of, is the tone, is it kind of a mix? Is there like comedy in it mixed with the seriousness of the situation?
Of course.
Because laughter is the best medicine.
The little piece that they just show, the clip there, the show opens with a joke. So yeah, of course there's humor to soften us up, but then it's also drama because of course it's about the Israel-Palestine story.
Of course, but listen, I mean, you've had so much success, not just showing the play all over North America, and then for a couple years already showing the film. What do you think it is about it that it's resonating? You're able to get so much coverage and access to different venues to show your work.
That's the question. So polarization is sort of the word of the day right now. Which side are you on? Are you on this side? Are you on that side? And it's not just about the Israel-Palestine issue, of course. All over the world, we're polarized right now. And this piece tries, best I can, to move into a space where we're looking at multiple perspectives and empathy. So I'm trying to pierce through polarization to carry and honor these multiple narratives. And for some people that's a big ask because my narrative is the narrative and that's it. But I believe that's where we get into trouble.
I 100% agree. I mean, I think this is I'm saying just from being on this show, I mean, there's so many creative ways to identify it and realize, that we're not separate. We're still human beings. We're parents. We have the same, relationship woes. And I think finding commonality kind of is a way to speak to everyone. Do you feel that influence even within the Arab community?
Totally, because at the end of the day, we share our collective humanity. I mean, that's what we share, and that's what the film holds. Even though it pushes edges for people in certain ways, there's something for everyone, no matter what side you're on, to connect to, and something that maybe pushes the edge a little bit because you have to reckon with
But at the end of the day, you have to have dialogue.
And you have to reckon with people's humanity. I mean,
of course. So to play 17 characters, I mean, how do you physically are you able to do so many voices? It's just you're just one of those guys that could scratch your head and do this.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, we made a choice to not have different costumes. I'm just in one outfit. And it's really just vocal inflection, which was the theatrical convention. So that on the one hand, I'm playing 17 different characters, but on the other hand, I'm still me. It's the same person. And that's in a way the metaphor that we're dealing with, that within each of us as individuals, we can hold multiplicity.
Right. Wow, that's fantastic.
Yeah.
So what other plans do you have? I mean, it must be great for you, coming back to Israel, to have this project. It's the first time you've shown this film?
Yeah, so I mean, you have to understand, I've been working on this project for over a decade, since its original commission. And we premiered it in San Francisco in 2014. I've been touring it all over. But I haven't brought it back to the land from which these narratives were born. And so it's a total honor and to be here again and to be screening the film. We screened at the Tel Aviv Cinematheque last night. The response was very, very strong. And it's great to bring it home. And of course, Jerusalem, where we'll be at the end of the week, is really like
it's
bringing...
It's like you're going back to the, the root level of where this whole journey started.
That's right, and it's sort of the close of what we've been calling the empathy tour.
Right, the empathy tour, that's great.